This story began the day everything changed. I trusted the people closest to me. I believed their words without question. I never imagined that behind the smiles, behind the calm voices, there was a plan slowly forming against me. For a long time, my life felt stable. I worked hard, I loved deeply, and I believed loyalty was something unbreakable. I gave my trust freely, thinking honesty would protect me. That belief would cost me everything. The first cracks were small, almost invisible. A strange silence, a change in tone, a feeling that something was being hidden from me. But I ignored it. I told myself I was overthinking, that trust meant not questioning every shadow. That was my first mistake. As time passed, the signs grew clearer. Conversations stopped making sense, stories didn't line up. Eyes avoided mine when certain topics came up. And still, I stayed loyal, because I believed that love and trust could fix anything. Then one ordinary day, everything collapsed. Without warning, the truth surfaced, not gently, not with explanation, but like a blade cutting through every lie at once. Secrets I was never meant to discover were suddenly impossible to deny. Conversations I was excluded from, plans made without me, decisions already finalized while I was still being reassured everything was fine. The betrayal wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. They had thought everything through. They believed I would stay silent. They believed I would accept the narrative they created. They believed I would be too broken to fight back. But they were wrong. The moment the truth came out, my pain turned into clarity. I stopped asking why and started understanding how. I replayed every moment, every word, every promise, and suddenly it all made sense. I saw how carefully the lies were layered, how every reassurance was meant to delay discovery, how every kind word was used to keep me calm while they prepared the ending they wanted for me. It hurt more than I can explain, not because of what I lost, but because of how easily I had been deceived. I felt foolish, angry, humiliated, and alone. But pain has a way of sharpening the mind. Once the shock faded, I began documenting everything. Messages, timelines, contradictions. I didn't confront them right away. I stayed quiet and observed. I let them believe their plan had worked, that I was broken, that I had accepted defeat. In reality, I was rebuilding myself piece by piece. They grew careless. They repeated lies. They contradicted themselves, and slowly their story started falling apart. When the moment finally came, I didn't shout. I didn't beg. I didn't threaten. I simply presented the truth, clear, undeniable, and impossible to escape. The reaction was instant. Panic, fear, denial. The confidence they once had vanished. They tried to shift blame. They tried to rewrite history, but it was too late. The truth doesn't need anger to win. It only needs light. Once exposed, every lie collapsed under its own weight. People who once doubted me began asking questions. People who believed them started seeing the cracks, and one by one, their support disappeared. They had tried to destroy me quietly. Instead, they exposed themselves publicly. What they planned as my ending became their downfall. In the aftermath, I didn't feel joy. I felt peace. The kind of peace that comes from knowing you survived something meant to break you. I learned that trust should be given, but never blindly. I learned that silence can be. The truth didn't come out loudly. It didn't explode in front of everyone. It came quietly, slowly, and painfully. One message, one video, one lie wrapped so perfectly that no one questioned it, not even once. I stood there, holding my phone, watching my entire life fall apart in real time. Every promise I had made, every change I had worked so hard for, every hope I had for my son, gone, without a trial, without a voice. People say time reveals everything, but time can also bury the truth deeper. When no one wants to believe you, even facts feel useless. Every explanation sounded like another excuse. Every word I spoke felt guilty before it was even heard. I wasn't angry anymore. I was empty. Empty of arguments. Empty of strength. Empty of belief that the truth mattered at all. I had already paid for my past mistakes, but this punishment wasn't justice. This was cruelty. I replay that moment in my head again and again. The door opening, the hug, the goodbye. I didn't know that closure would be used as a weapon. I didn't know silence could be sharpened into revenge. The hardest part wasn't losing love. It was losing my identity. Everyone decided who I was without asking me. I became a story they told themselves to feel right. I became the villain because it was easier than doubt. Nights are the worst. That's when the noise stops and the thoughts begin. I wonder if my son will ever know my voice, if he'll ever know that I fought for him, even when I was standing alone. I've learned something painful. Some revenge doesn't scream. It waits. It smiles. It hugs you goodbye, and then it destroys everything quietly. But even now, broken and misunderstood, I refuse to let hatred finish the job. I won't become what they painted me to be. I will rebuild, slowly, silently, truthfully, because one day the truth won't need my voice. It will stand on its own, and when it does, I'll already be at peace.